safe or not? I mean, this is a fundamental question as human beings. You and I both know that one of the things that we as human beings love to and need to do is we need to compartmentalize. I need to understand where things fit, because when I understand where they fit, I can then determine my reality. What teams are doing that are cross-functionally collaborating really well across the enterprise is they understand that fundamental human need and they're leveraging it so that they can function more as one team. Hello everyone, I'm Craig Ross. One of the questions that we can ask, imagine that you're a part of this team and this is a functional team and you've just been delivered a big, hairy, audacious goal. You have to deliver on this target. And you know that in order to achieve this success, you're going to have to go out across the enterprise and collaborate cross-functionally. One of the things that we've been coaching leaders on is once they begin to engage with those from other functions, other areas of business, is let's be very purposeful up front. And one of the ways we can do this is, because we know questions trigger hearts and minds, is to ask some specific questions. So imagine I'm within, let's just say, R&D, and I'm going to start working with those in manufacturing to deliver on this project, this initiative, what have you. And it's the very first meeting. Here's a question right out of the gate that is really critical. Hey, by the way, guys, before we get going, are we going to team together casually or purposefully? I'd like to know from the start. Now, you and I both know that you're going to get some blank stares on that, but I'd rather have blank stares for a moment than a blank spreadsheet that has nothing to prove for our efforts later. And so let's address those blank stares and let's answer the fundamental question. Of course, people are likely going to say, well, we need to be purposeful. The moment they've done that, you've begun to help them create the boundaries for what we define as team. And when we create those boundaries, when the human being is compartmentalizing this, we're beginning to create what they call psychological safety. I'm realizing these are my boundaries. Where can I play? Where will I be safe? Of course, this is just one of several questions we can ask. Some of the others, I have them written down here, that have been useful for other leaders in situations like this, is I would like to know your top priority as it relates to our shared objective here, and then I'm going to share my top priority. Again, we're just getting aligned on objectives, understanding what success is, as well as some motivations. Here's another one. Coached a leader on this the other day, said the discussion that followed for about 30 minutes was so insightful for him and beneficial to the team. It was simply this: do you see us as a team? I mean, literally, do you see us as a team? That question, again, prompting people to identify, compartmentalize, identify boundaries. Here's one I love as well. With all the teams you are on, where does this team sit and our work together, where does it sit as a priority for you? Let's just be open and honest about it from the beginning so we can work with that. Compartmentalizing, psychological safety, a lot of heady stuff, isn't it? But we can address it. These things are always turned on. And as a leader who does big things, indeed, isn't this our responsibility? Thank you.